Check, 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 audio check. Hey guys, just warming up. I'm a little early. Just making sure it's all working. Just making sure we're working. Sometimes that's a thing. Technical issues, technical difficulties. Alrighty. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone who's waiting. Go ahead and say hello and tell me where you're from. If you are comfortable too. Say g'day. And yeah, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. I've been wanting for so long to do a vlog or do an update or something, and I just keep putting it off. Like I'll do it next week or whatever. So look, we'll just get started. I want to say hello. Hey Doyle. Hey, thanks for joining us, man. Really appreciate it. And Merry Christmas. Have a good New Year and Merry Christmas. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing it. I just wanted to say hello to you guys before the whole Christmas thing, because maybe we all get busy or stuff happens. I just wanted to say hello and wish everyone well. Hello from USA. Who we got? We got Sean Sign. Hey, Sean. Good to hear from you, bro. And yeah, good to hear from USA as well. We're just warming up, by the way. We're early, which is always a good thing. We're early. We're just warming up. So for those who don't know, I got a Facebook page. Please go ahead and check it out if you like it. Facebook is awesome for communication. I just posted the link. And I also have a new Instagram. So that's a thing. I held off an Insta for a long time because I wasn't sure like how people behaved. I knew what I was, photography, right? I love photography, and that's what I like about Insta. You don't have to be good. You just take a pic and share it. That's the whole point. But I was seeing how people behaved on it, and I was like, oh, there's all this advertising and booty girls and all this stuff. So anyway, look, I figured it out, and I just went, look, I'm just going to get back into photography and start posting there. So go ahead and check out my Insta. Sean, I'm from Australia. I'm Australian-born Chinese, so that's why I got the accent a little bit strong. Sometimes Americans can't understand, and the Filipinos can't understand either. I have to modify. I'm serious. I have to talk like that. I have a famous story about that, where I was in a hotel in Cebu, and I was like, "Can I have a towel for a shower?" At the reception. She goes, "Oh no, sir, no tower. This is hotel. No tower. Why you Cebu City? The tower? Like, no, I want a towel to have a shower. I'm doing hand signals." She goes, "No tower. Why you ask tower?" Oh my god. So I had to write in English, "I want a towel for shower." And she's, "Oh, I want towel, shower." Yeah. So yeah, writing English was the best sometimes, even in Vietnam. Even in other countries, you just write down in English and then they read it, or they get someone to interpret, figure it out. You'll be okay. Yeah, Vietnam's quite smart. Even though they have a very unique language, they're already using the English alphabet. They're trying to learn English. It's not common. English is not common there, but you can already see signs in English, and they're trying to work it out. They're trying to put it in schools and things. Same with Thailand. So yeah, anyway, and of course, Philippines fully embraced English, which is great. They speak very good American English, actually. So look, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, go ahead and check out my Facebook and Instagram. I posted the links, and I'll post them again too in the comments. But yeah, and look, just wishing everyone well. So I'll keep going. Yeah, we're just warming up, guys. And again, if you're new, just tell me where you're from. I'll give you a shout out. Just say hello. There's also super chat. You can leave me a tip if you so wish. Buy me a cup of coffee or give me a tip. But yeah, it's just a thing we've got on the live streams too now. So that's awesome. Esabi Konan Gaba. Excuse me. I'm not sure if I said that right. When will be your next out of the country trip, and where will it be? Yeah, I'm not sure, brother, because I was actually thinking about this Christmas and New Year's. Maybe I'll do a impromptu jump on an airplane. I don't know. Because a friend actually contacted me from Dumaguete. He's from here. He's a Filipino from Australia. And he was like, "Man, come join us for Christmas." I was like, "Oh, I forgot," because he invited me a couple of months ago. So he's already taking his vacation there. So he said, "Look, just come join us for Christmas." Yeah, I've just been busy focused on work and other things. But and we can talk more about that. We're just warming up. And, I'll just recap on news as well. But yeah, not sure, brother, but I was hoping soon. I was actually hoping soon, but time got away from me. I kid you not. I've been working and focused on other things. I didn't realize Christmas is in a couple of days. That's why I'm doing this live stream. I thought I had more time. I thought, I've got another week, or not a couple of weeks. Like that. You're just thinking you got more time, and you I better I better do a live stream because I haven't seen you guys in months. So I missed it. I've even got content I haven't edited yet. So I've got new videos I haven't even edited, even old ones I haven't edited yet. So yeah. Uh, Devin Boyle, good to see you again. Any plans to go back to Philippines? Yeah, brother. Yeah. So we're just talking about that. So and I was talking to my friend Mark in Dumaguete. I was like, man, better you have your own trip because he's doing his own family Christmas and he's also doing his birthday. He's a Filipino from Australia, but he's real Filipino. Right? That's where the whole connection came from. So that's actually an interesting talking point. I didn't know about all these guys at the start. All these other vloggers and Dumaguete and all this. I just went to go visit these friends in Duma, and then the whole connection, and then we overvlogged it. It's overrated. We covered it too much. I'm not hating. I'm just saying because so many people went there and covered it, even more people are going there to cover it, and they're going, "What? It's just like a small city. It's a nice place, but it's really overrun with tourists now." So last trip, I took a very quick trip to Duma, and there was so many foreigners, so many tourists. It was just ridiculous. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So I was thinking about going actually back to Duma just to visit these Filipino friends, but we'll see. And I want to see some new places too. It's nice to see the friends, but it's maybe a bit more adventurous. Be adventures, a bit more adventurous to explore new places. Yeah. If you're from Davao, say hello. I'd be interested to hear from the friends from Davao and maybe see some new places in Mindanao. Oh, so let's get into the news. Yeah. So yeah, guys, yeah, keep commenting. Say where you're from. It's always nice to hear where you guys are from, whether you're from USA or Australia or whatever, or the Philippines. Yeah, guys, you got to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. It's actually a thing. All channels, even the very big channels with 1 million subs, people aren't getting notified. So you got to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you are getting over notified, like by another channel, fine, you unclick it, the notification bell, the bell symbol. So that's happened to me too. There's some channels I like, but I was just getting over notified. I turned it off. So you got the option. Me, I'm not posting that regularly right now, so I'm not going to spam you. But it's just a thing. A lot of people are not getting notified properly. So you got to hit the sub button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So like I said, it's across the board. It's not just me. Yeah, look, both Australia and Philippines have had very severe drought this year. So 2019, guys, that's also a thing here. It's a bit of a summary. So it's great to hear from you all, a bit of a summary. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So we've had a severe drought each year, meaning we get a little bit of rain and then it's very hot and rain and hot. And we've been doing okay, but this year we've actually some towns have run out of water. So up in Queensland, a beautiful sunshiny state, up north in Australia, that some places are running out of water. It's ridiculous. We're having to ship in water, and then we've got bushfires across the whole of Australia. Whole map of Australia, man. I was posting it on my Facebook page. Yeah, we've had severe bushfires. This week has been the hottest week in Australian history. Like, it's been literally the hottest week. It got up to 49 degrees Celsius, 49 point something, which is about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, my God, right? Burning hot. So, of course, that didn't help. And then bushfires everywhere. So I was actually going to vlog it, but again, I just wasn't feeling it, guys. Sometimes you got to be in the mood. And there was a lot of safety warnings because the air quality had fallen. There was just smoke everywhere. It looked like a war zone, right? Every town, every city's been surrounded by smoke because we're surrounded by bushfires. So yeah, that was a thing. There was even travel warnings, like try not to get on the highway because the highway's on fire. Be careful about travel. Like it was that ridiculous. Every major city is having it. So people lost homes and everything. So yeah, like that happened just this week. That's also again why I've been focused on other things, But yeah, so that's been happening. The Philippines has been in severe drought too, but then they had a big typhoon. It wasn't a super typhoon, but they had a big typhoon just recently. And then after the typhoon, Mindanao had a bunch of earthquakes. So I had this big 6.8 magnitude earthquake. So there's been a lot of natural disasters. But I also wanted to recap on some things I covered earlier in the year too. So, a little bit of a follow-up. So the drought hasn't broken in Manila. They're still going through it. There's a lot of problems with water in Manila, Philippines specifically. So they're trying to work that out. The water level has only been rising slightly. It hasn't really been going up to fill up the dam. The dam is still going down and up and down and up. So Manila Dam, or Angat Dam. So the government is directly addressing it because it's so serious. You know, they're running out of water. We're having the same problem here in Australia. It's getting very serious. So you know, there's these similarities too. You see, it's happening to both countries. You know, we're not far away from each other. Uh, what else? Doyle's saying I'm in Mabalacat, Philippines. He's like in Pampanga, yeah. So Mabalacat. Forgive my pronunciation, but yeah, Doyle's awesome. So Doyle's a successful expat. He's done the whole transition and he's living the good life and surrounded by beautiful women. Asabi, here in central part of Luzon. Oh, cool. We had a drought this year. Yep. Isabi's clarifying. The dams are still far from spill level. Yeah, they're about 190 meters, the dam, and they want to be ideally 200 meters in capacity. So, oh, you know, not quite there. He's saying we'll be entering the hot summer season very soon. Yep. Yep. So Asabi in Luzon. Okay, cool, man. You must be in Manila or something. Jay Scordio. Hey, bro. Hey, B. Long time to see. I hope everything has been well with you, brother. Yeah, thanks, man. You too. We were talking about something before. I think were you a bike rider or something? Motorbike rider? Anyway, yeah, but look, good to hear from you, bro. Same thing. I didn't realize the time. I went, geez, it's nearly Christmas time. Like, I thought it was like 2 weeks away. I went, oh, geez, I better get on here and say hello to you guys, and also just, you know, wishing everyone to have a good holiday season. Yeah. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, please be careful, guys. I know there's a lot of partying and drinking. Don't drink and drive. Just be safe. Yeah, be careful. I mean, we got goddamn highways on fire in Australia. Seriously, the highways on fire. Everywhere's on fire. God bless the firefighters, man. We lost two. Two firefighters died. Well, I think we lost another one. So yeah, it's very serious. So it's cooling down now. That's also why I'm doing the stream. It was so hot, my computer was overheating. Everything's overheating. I'm overheating. So you see what I mean? The smoke, the sky is black. It's full of smoke. Everything's hot. Ridiculous. It was like a zombie apocalypse. So that's why I also didn't want to make videos. It just wasn't suitable. So I didn't want to be vlogging around, you know, covering all this bushfire stuff. It's to me, I just didn't want to do that. One, the safety issue, but two, I don't want to. Like I said, you know, bad things are happening. I don't want to try and sensationalize it or whatever, you know. So, you know, people are losing homes and things are serious. So anyway, let's keep going. Flyboy Sean, what do you do for a living? I'm a business consultant, but I've also worked in the tech sector. I've worked for big tech companies as well, but as a business consultant, as a business manager. So I can talk more about that more in future. But yeah, look, I've already mentioned it before. I'm an accountant by profession. There you go. So you guys, if you got in on the live stream, you got the you got the scoop. You know, you got the scoop. That's what all these books are, brother. Business, finance, and law. I studied business, accounting, and law. I've studied a lot. So you know, I did it the old-fashioned way. But yeah, there you go. Doyle says yes. You're next to Angeles City. Yep. So Doyle's near Angeles City or Angeles in Pampanga. Glenn Wheeler. I'm a newbie here. Just flew in from outer space. Hey, Glenn. Welcome, Space Cadet. Glenn's a cool Space Cadet. He's bola. He's bullcrapping. He's from the West Coast. What is it? I'm not going to call you out if you want to be secret, Glenn. But yeah, Glenn's cool. He's American. He's a bit of a wanker. You know, we make this joke. It's not true. Wanker, you know, like we use the slang, you know, oh, mate, what a wanker. Let's not start that again, but wanker, you know, just joking around. Let's keep going. And good to hear from you, Glenn. You nice person from America. I'm just looking at my notes because I wrote a couple of things down. Oh yes, so this brings you on to the other thing. Now I actually was going to travel this year. I'm being for real. I'm not just saying this. And there was the measles outbreak in Philippines, and then dengue fever straight after. Right. So the measles thing is for real. Like we're getting infected here in Australia and America. People who were traveling are coming back, and the whole airport was getting measles, and the whole suburb they went back to had measles. So it's a big thing, guys. So if you're in Philippines, look into it. Apparently, government hospitals are offering, and government clinics. Apparently, government healthcare in Philippines is offering the free measles vaccination. Now, just so the viewers know, I got it. You know, we get an injection here when we're young in Australia. Everyone gets it, and then you get another booster when you go travel. So that's what I got. I got a booster. And usually 2 shots all you need in your lifetime. Usually. There might be some rare exceptions. But the reason why I make this point, some Filipinos are very scared of vaccinations and things like that. It's normal. We get it when we're kids in Australia and in America. All right. But usually you need 2 shots. The second one gives you the immunity, the permanent immunity. What's even better is the vaccination also is contagious. So if I get the measles shot, that helps immunize other people around me, helps build natural immunity. So just say your family, it will help build up immunity in your household. So this is where the problem came from. So the measles outbreak was huge. I covered it in previous streams, but it's still actually ongoing, but it died down. It got under control because of better awareness. And like I said, government was supporting trying to get these vaccinations out for free. So I just want you guys to be clear on that. If you're going to travel, make sure you get your measles shot. It's happening all over Southeast Asia now. It's spreading like crazy because one traveler gets on an airplane with measles and then they spread it to the airport. They spread it to the whole goddamn country. So, yeah, it's been going everywhere. And, it's breaking out everywhere. Africa, Europe, blah, 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 blah. So get your measles shot. Okay, guys, if you're going to go overseas, I don't care where you're going, just get it. If you're like us and you're traveling. If you're in Philippines, talk to the local government hospitals. From what I understand, they're offering it for free. They're giving Filipinos the shot for free. I'm not sure if they're doing it for foreigners. I think they might. I'm not sure, but they're trying to immunize as many people as possible because of the outbreak. I got in touch with some Filipino friends and they were surprised. So that's why I'm making a thing about it. They didn't know that. Okay, and they were very anti-vaccine. They were very scared of it. So don't be scared of it. Just get it done. This is measles. Now, dengue fever. I actually think the typhoon, because dengue fever is mosquito. The mosquitoes with dengue bite you, and then you get dengue fever. The problem is it kills young children. It's very dangerous for young children. So, unfortunately, hundreds of people died this year in Philippines and also around the world. So don't muck around. Talk to a doctor about it. Get educated on it. But I think the typhoon blew the mosquitoes away. I'm not joking around. So because of that big typhoon recently, that actually helps disperse these mosquitoes. So look, they're still dealing with that too. But so those things delayed me, and that's for real. And I was like, well, I can't sit around waiting forever. I might as well get going soon. And there's some other things I'll cover as well. So this year was very, very much a very big year of consolidation for me. In all seriousness, working on myself, consolidating, getting things organized, getting those things done, getting on with life. I know it sounds funny, but it's the things you're supposed to do, like paying your bills on time. A lot of people forget to consolidate. So you can't just grow and expand all the time. You grow, you consolidate. You grow, you consolidate. That's a big thing in business. So people always go, oh, growth, sales. They don't know shit. If someone just says that, they don't know shit because you have to do both. It's very difficult in business. You got to grow and then you got to consolidate. You can't just grow all the time. Otherwise, no one's answering the phone. No one's answering the email. You end up just getting a bad reputation and you end up losing business. So, that's the business thing. But also just generally in life, I've just been consolidating and, sorting out myself, sorting out my life. And that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I said it. So anyway, let's keep going. So, Philippines ain't going nowhere, but I did actually want to travel now. That's why I brought up the Dumageddon friend, where he said, he messaged me on Facebook, hey, you coming or what? You coming to Christmas? I was like, oh, damn, I forgot. So, you never know. I might take an impromptu trip. But yeah, I did actually want to go about now for Christmas time. But anyway, let's keep going. So I'll keep going through the comments. Welcome, everyone. So, guys, we're just warming up. We started a little bit early just to warm up and say hello. Tell me where you're from. It's always nice to hear where guys are from. I've got a Facebook page. I've got a new Instagram now. So those of you who missed it, I've got an Instagram now. So check out the adventures on Insta. I love photography. So you don't have to be good at it. That's not the thing, guys. You don't even have to be good. This changed the game. You just go, and that's it. It's just for fun. It's for fun. You don't have to get into the whole advertising and all the craziness and people showing off. You just do your thing. If you like your topic, like Lego, take photos of your Lego and put it on Insta. That's a thing. That's an inside joke because a friend of mine likes Lego. So I was like, just do it, bro. Just do it. And I'm looking at different points, as you can tell. I'm looking around. So, what are we doing? Yep, just making sure my camera's working. Okay. So SRB is saying, what's the prospect of immigrating to Australia? I'm not certified public accountant in my country. Are there many opportunities for growth? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you may have to retrain. That's a pain for everyone. For example, I know Filipino nurses, male and female. They did their nursing degree in Philippines, but they still had to study again when they came to Australia. That was part of the condition of getting into Australia on a student visa. There's many pathways, right? But that's the most common, international student. Once they graduated, of course, we need nurses here, so they ended up getting PR, permanent residency, and then eventually now citizenship. So I know of other nurses who have done the same too, other Filipino nurses, the UK, America, whatever. They are exporting nurses. Philippines is exporting nurses. So in regards to accounting, I mean, yeah, sure, there's certainly a high demand, but you may have to retrain. You'll probably have to restudy because it's bullcrap. They just say it to try and get a fee from you. You know, sometimes it's just a business. You may not actually get the recognition in another country. You may have to retrain. So, for example, a friend of mine, she's a Australian CPA. It's not the same as American CPA, right? They wrote off the name. It's not the same organization. See how they copied? Oh, Australian CPA. So when she went to America, they didn't recognize that she had to do CPA USA, and vice versa. CPA USA will have to retrain when they come here. That's normal, though, right? It's normal, but that's playing the game, right? If you want to go that far. J. Scordio is saying, have you ever thought of using your skills to work overseas as a digital nomad or something? Yes, Jay. Yes, and I've been looking into that. I mean, over the years, I've been looking into it. You know, we're very lucky in Australia. I'm being serious. We are very lucky, and we do. It's very nice to work here, to work and live here. You know, I'm Australian. I was born here. It's not all it's hyped up to be. You know, the whole digital nomad thing. I got to be honest, man. I'm not hating. Like, if people can get it to work, great. But it really is embellishment. They're showing off most of the time. They're not living on the beach every day. They're just showing off. Like, they literally go down to the beach. Hey, I live on the beach. I'm working in a hammock. Ah, bullshit. You know, like, bullshit. You know, like, no, they're not really doing that. Like, they're pretending they do, but they don't. And also, you got to live a simple lifestyle. I mean, you got to live on whatever, $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month, whatever that is. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing. If you can do it, great, but it's not all it's hyped up to be. The thing is, because of technology, you know, we can make these videos so quickly and easily now. We can communicate in so many ways now. There's too much of that going on. There's too much of this embellishment, showing off, just faking it. Yeah. So, but yeah, to answer your question, yes, I have actually seriously looked into it. And I was looking into also multinational companies because I've worked for them here in Australia. So I was looking at different opportunities and talking to other colleagues and peers. And they were saying the same thing. They go, bro, like, I'll give you an example. I know an actual real lady, Travel Gretel. You may have seen her in my videos. Travel Gretel, she's actually on European TV. She has her own TV segment. And she's so humble. Like, this is big respect. She got onto European TV and she has her own travel segment. But she's like, man, don't overthink it. I'm not some big celebrity. They pay her a salary for the work she does. It's all contract based. It's a project. So she does a project in Switzerland. Hey, we're traveling in Switzerland. That's it, right? You still have to budget. You still have to do everything, and that's all the work you get. And then you're on to the next project. So just because she's on European TV doesn't mean she's rich. She's just earning a basic wage, but she gets to travel and she gets to do all this stuff. But there's a lot of work involved. It's not like she's just partying all the time. She has to quickly get the shots and, you know, travel vlogger and blah, 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 talking on the microphone, interviewing people. They have to get the editing done. You know, see what I mean? It's enjoyable, but it's work, all right? So, and you got to be go, go, go. You know, it's all go, go, go. And it's all contract based. So they could just fire her tomorrow. Like, sorry, the project's over. Thanks for the TV show. Bye. So I'm not exaggerating. So I'm going, this is a great talking point. I'm getting carried away now. I was contacted by Channel 7. Channel 7's a TV network here for the international friends, like Channel 7 News, Channel 7 TV shows. And they saw my cooking videos on YouTube, right? So people will make fun of them. This is what you don't understand. I'm not trying to be the next big thing. I'm just sharing my interests. But they said, look, you're good on camera. You know how to cook. Would you be interested in coming on a cooking show? And I said, oh, yeah, absolutely. But they said there's a catch, right? It's like couples. You need to be a couple. I was like, well, I'm single. And they go, well, go grab a girl. But I said, look, I'll just do it by myself. I'm like, yeah, I can grab a girl, but it's not real, right? And that's the thing. It's got to be real. Otherwise, you just get roasted on the internet. So anyway, they said, look, because they needed someone right now. And I know what's happened. the first few candidates have fallen through. They're just going through like a long list. The first few have fallen through. I'm maybe number 7, something like that. But anyway, so she was really cool. She said, look, it's just a pilot. And what a pilot means is they pay you, it's work. But they'll pay you for the day or the couple of days of filming, the work you do. This is professional media. And that's it. You're not famous. You don't get all these millions of dollars. They might pay you, just say they pay you like a couple $100 a day. Okay, you did 3 days work. We pay you for 3 days. Piss off. All right, that's it. You don't become rich and famous. It's all contract based. And the idea is hopefully you get more contracts and you get bigger roles and bigger gigs. So that's what a lot of people don't realize. The same with modeling. I've done professional modeling too, meaning I was paid to be a model, a fashion model, wearing clothing, and that's what I did. Sat there looking pretty when I was younger in uni. So it's the same thing. You just get paid for your modeling contract and then off you go. Like, doesn't mean I'm rich and famous. And that was also back before all this stuff, all this social media, before it was cool. So you see, I've done that stuff before. But anyway, so yeah, the Channel 7 thing didn't work out. Like, they needed someone right away, and it was just a pilot. Meaning, even if the pilot went well, there's no guarantee you get more work. It's just a test show. That's why they call it a pilot. So that's what I mean, guys. You can razz on me cooking my bullcrap food in my videos, but that's the whole point. That helps you get discovered, or it attracts other like-minded people. Anyway, so let's keep going. Gosh, talking too much. Isabi saying, oh yeah, so Jay, look, my God, I got carried away. So Jay, that was a great question, but yeah, and I was also talking to professional colleagues in office jobs, and they were saying the same thing. Like, one friend, Australian, is another Australian friend, great IT professional, really cool guy, great personality. He's in Singapore, and he loves it, but they already transferred him to Japan. But he's doing professional IT work. Like, you gotta understand, we're constantly working, and it's enjoyable. It's not like we're complaining. But in order to have that opportunity, you got to work weekends. You got to work, 12-hour days, because you got to be competitive. Like, why else would they give you such a job? You're not sipping coconuts on the beach. You're not partying. Or it's very difficult, because if you party, then you're tired and you can't work the next day, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, you got to earn it. But yeah, good point, Joe. I should get back in touch with him, because he was right. Like, this other friend, his name's Rex. He's a cool guy. Yeah, he's Australian. He was working as an IT professional in Singapore, and now he's in Japan. And I'm not sure if he was in Japan for a new project, and they're installing computers and cool stuff. And then maybe I think he'll go back to Singapore. But yeah, so he's doing it. He's absolutely doing it. And he's doing it as a professional, earning good money. But again, it's not like just fun. You're not just partying all the time. You have to work, and you have to be talented. You have to be good. Otherwise, there's competition. Why would they hire you? There's other talented people from around the world too. So anyway, got carried away, but that was a great talking point. Thanks, Jay. Got me fired up. Got me excited. What's Asabi saying? Asabi saying, I guess it's just a matter of time before a pandemic of any sort can sweep the whole world. Yeah, absolutely. Just, excuse me for a moment, guys. There you go, nice and quick. I was getting a bit of interference. Oh, now I'm probably going to get even worse. But I was worried this microphone was going to hit my water or hit my vape. Yeah, well, it's kind of already happening, but at least it's manageable. Oh, did I just stuff on audio? Check. Audio check. I hope it's working. Okay. Anyway, oh guys, I got, yeah, I'll talk about it later. There's some funny stuff that happened. And yeah, ask questions. These are all great questions, guys. Ask questions. And again, if you're just chiming in, live stream for Christmas, my Christmas special, basically. Just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday season. Check out the Instagram and Facebook page. And yeah, tell me where you're from. We'll say hello. I like hearing where you guys are from. And yeah, just saying hello to everyone. So Flyboy is saying, what airline do you fly with when you go to Philippines? So I use Philippine Airlines, not because I'm some massive patriot, but I must look that way, like supporting the national airline, which is falling apart. But that was so embarrassing. I'm going to quickly tell you a story, Sean. I was on a flight, and it's from Australia, from Sydney, and this Aussie girl, she's like, "What's that rattling?" She's with her boyfriend. I was like, I don't know. I don't think they recognized me, but they kind of did, because they kept looking at me like they recognized me. But anyway. And the drop-down TVs that had the old school big fat picture tube TVs, and the mounts were shaking. So this TV is rattling, and I stood up in the plane and I held it. I went, Holy I went, shoot, that thing's gonna fall, man, like on a passenger. And she's like, oh my god, why did I get on this airplane? You know, it was just an old plane. That's why it's not all of PAL, not all of Philippine Airlines. But yeah, Sean, I usually use PAL, and it's not because of any massive thing. I'm big on time, so Sydney to Manila is 8 hours direct flight. 8 hours. So for me, that's better than a 12-hour or a stopover transfer. I just want to get there as soon as possible. And often quite affordable, and it includes checked luggage and food. So the problem I have with the other airlines, and I might try Air Asia just because they got the new uniforms and the hot girls. I'm joking, but I saw these pics of the Air Asia girls like on Instagram because I'm new on Instagram. Yeah, so support me on Insta. But I was like, there's all these pretty girls from Air Asia, and they wear these nice hot uniforms, like they're classy. You know, it's like a suit, these fitted uniforms, and there's all this, you know, like they're like, you know, got doing their duck face and, you know, like just joking around, putting all the Instagram pics. But the point is, these are all cheap flights. You got Cebu, Pacific, Air Asia, and they're quite competitive. But by the time you add food and luggage, it's like the same price or more expensive. So I did the whole crunching the figures, at least for me, for my situation, from Sydney to Manila. And I was like, man, PAL's actually more affordable once you include checked luggage and food. And I prefer checked luggage. Because one, you can bring more things, and two, it's just ridiculous when you got this massive backpack and you're trying to backpack, and it just gets too much. You know, you're just torturing yourself. And some things you can't bring on to the airplane. You see, so better you put it in checked luggage. So yeah, I find PAL the best, at least for my region, for my locality, and they are improving. They're slowly upgrading the planes, from what I hear. They're saying they are, but I think they are. And yeah, I'm not too fast as long as it's a faster flight, shorter flight time. I'm happy, and the food's good, and the girls are pretty. The stewardesses, the flight attendants, they're pretty, and yeah. So, Sean's asking for some flight review videos. Are you serious, bro? Sure. No, I'm laughing with you, brother. Don't worry, I'm laughing with you, not at you. Sure, Sean. Let me get a review ready for you. I got one just for you, man. I prepared it earlier. It's called Philippine Season 4. I prepared this one earlier. Oh, and to elaborate, yeah, I'll type it up for you now. PAL Sydney to Manila flight. This is Philippine Season 4. All right, so here's the link. I also took a PAL flight locally from Pampanga, from Clark Airport to Coron, Palawan. You know, nice tourist place. Beautiful islands there. So, yeah, the point is I tested PAL both internationally and locally. I didn't really want to fly with them locally. I just had points. You know, they're frequent flyers. So I had so many points, I might as well use them. And the local flight was nice too. It was nice, but it was expensive, meaning when you compare it to Cebu Pacific, it is very expensive. And I'll give Cebu Pacific a ding. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I'll do it until they stop doing it. Cebu Pacific, stop putting the plus extra. Just put the real price. When you put the real price, it turns up in an internet search, in the travel agent search, brokers, Webjet, Skyscanner. There's different internet searches we use. Cebu Pacific, for God's sake, put the real price. They don't put the real price, so they put like, $100 and then plus extra, plus taxes, plus surfboard fee, plus bottler fee, plus the coconut fee. I'm not kidding. They put in these most ridiculous things. So, but I do use Cebu Pacific for local flights. They're very affordable, more common. There's more flight routes, so sometimes you have to use them. And Air Asia is doing well. They're expanding. I'm not sure how big now, but Air Asia has been expanding in Philippines. So Cebu Pacific, if you don't get your act together, Air Asia is going to crush you. Air Asia are very competitive because you got to understand, guys, inside the islands, inside Philippine Islands, the flights are only 10 to 20 minutes. It's more time going through security and checking in. Some of the flights are very short because you're just hopping from island to island. Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So I've even flown across the country, like from Manila to Davao or such things, or to Cebu. I think it's only like 40 minutes, 1 hour or 40 minutes. It's very short, you see, and you're flying across the whole damn country. So, island country. So yeah, you don't need to overthink it. If you see a good deal, be it Air Asia, Cebu Pacific locally, yeah, jump on it. And if you're getting a good deal internationally, yeah, jump on it. But yeah, just for international flights, I prefer to have faster and better quality, and especially, like I said, check luggage and food. But it does, it's not Bad when there's pretty girls as well. The Filipinos on power play. But anyway, so let's keep going. Getting carried away. What's he saying? Sun One. Hey, do you watch BBL? I'm not sure what that is. I'm trying to think. What is that? Anyway, look. Yeah. Hey, Sun One. I think. Are you Filipino or what? Flyboy says I'm from Sydney. Hey, cool, Sean. Oh, I thought maybe you're American or something. I can't always see on the avatar. It's a tiny little symbol. Don't always recognize. So people say the same. They don't always recognize my symbol. Maybe because I'm wearing sunglasses or something. Oh, what happened? What happened? Is my? I think I might have lost connection. Let me know if the audio is. Let me know if there's any problems with audio or the connection. I think I got a bit dodgy there. Sometimes it happens, live streaming and the platform. Oh, and I did get my internet fixed. That's also part of this. The internet got fixed basically. So I made some vlogs and videos earlier. There was this process of they were replacing the phone line, the copper phone line in the goddamn street. So that got replaced and fixed. But they also the provider was also upgrading our plan too. They also fixed it and upgraded us a bit. So it's to do with our NBN in Australia, National Broadband Network. The point is this whole big thing of upgrading the internet. So it's finally slowly happening in our area, and we are actually getting good results. It is a bit better. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Asabi. Thanks, Doyle. Yep. Cool. Good to know. Yeah, because if there's any distortion or if I'm mucking up, sometimes I don't even know. Yeah, it's the platform. But anyway. Because what happens is I'm recording and then that recording goes directly into the platform. So there's a delay anyway. And it doesn't always work. But hey, I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome we can do this. So anyway, let's keep going. Mark Gomez. Hey, Mark. Yeah, appreciate the video. Thanks, bro. Where are you from, Mark? So yeah, don't be afraid to tell me where you're from, guys, even if it's just the country or the city. You don't have to tell me exactly where if you're private. Like Glenn's a secret agent. Glenn, are you still around? I don't know, Glenn, you shouldn't be so paranoid, man. You pretend you're a secret agent. I'm a secret agent. I lost my job. I went on YouTube. No, that's a joke. That's an inside joke. But anyway. No, I might as well tell it. If any of you seen Get Smart used to be an old TV series. And at the start of the series, he's a secret agent, American. And he goes through one door, and then there's another secret door, armor door, and he goes through, and there's another armor door, and there's another glass door, and then he gets to the end, and then he's finally at his office. All these layers of security. So I actually went into a government building like that. It was a intelligence building. It was so overrated, and they scanned me, and they said, "You have a transmitting device, like a phone or something." I went, "Yeah, I'm carrying a phone." They said, "Yep, just leave it at reception," and they actually lock it in a box, in an armored box. They go, there's a wall of what do you call it? Lockers. You just choose one of the lockers and take the key. All right. So I put my stuff, everything, cigarettes, keys, just put all your crap in there, right? Because it's a secure area. And then I went in. It was for a job interview, office job. And then and I'm in a suit. I'm sweating, summertime, wearing the suit and tie and everything. And then there's these three idiots in there in t-shirts. Fanny. Oh, so what? I was like, guys, what are you doing? It's just so unprofessional. I was like, I'm wearing a suit and you guys are wearing t-shirts. What's going on? And then, it's just an office job, just a clerical job. But it was just so overrated. And they wanted that feedback to go, how difficult was it for you? And all. I said, it's just so overrated. It's just silly. I understand how important the security thing is, but you need to understand the purpose. If it doesn't have to be that hard, say for a clerical job, then don't make it that hard. Goddamn, and if it's that hard and it's that bad, say casual dress to the interview or smart casual, because we're in an interview room. So it was it's a secure lockdown. When you lock a criminal, you chain him to the table. It was a room like that. So I was like, God damn, we're in this ghetto little interview room. It's just an office room, but I'm just saying it's just locked down and you can't breathe. There's no air. It's just stupid. So yeah, that's my little secret agent story. It's overrated. But you see me do crazy things in Philippines too. If you watch my video. But anyway. Yeah, but look, just office stuff. And you gotta understand, even when you do that type of work, just so I can own it, you don't do that all the time. They might send you to go do certain things like office work and whatever, but they monitor you and they check your security clearance. So you don't just keep it forever. They check your clearance, you go inside, you fix the computer, you do whatever, and then you leave, and then they take away your clearance. See what I mean? So it's overrated. And like I said, they even control the clearances, your security clearance. So yeah, it's very silly. Just more red tape, government bureaucracy. Very silly and very inefficient. Anyway, look, see, I got carried away again. Mark's from USA. Oh, hey, cool. Mark's from USA. Get Smart. Yeah, you get it, Mark. And there was even a more modern Get Smart movie. That was cool. It's a fun movie. But yeah, Glenn's here. Oh, it's getting late in America. Yep. Okay. No worries. Yeah. Good night, Glenn. And hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay, and just be safe. And I hope you get to take a vacation. No, you've been working very hard, and maybe you go to Philippines and party hard. I've been trying to twist his arm. Glenn, get over there and party. Anyway, Ferry Ann, Salvador. Yo, I miss your videos. We moved to USA 2 months ago. Shout out from Spokane, Washington. Hey, cool. I keep meeting people from Washington. Seriously, I don't know what's going on in Washington State. Like, you guys just need vacations or something. I keep meeting you guys traveling and on the channel. It's cool. So yeah, cool, Washington State. And good on you for moving. I mean, it must be nice. So it sounds like you moved from Philippines to USA. And Washington's cold, huh? It's very cold. You get snow and you got lots of very tall trees and firewood. Wood fire is common and fireplaces and things like that. That's actually a thing, cultural thing. So, yeah, cool. Well, good to hear from you. And yeah, very young. That's why I'm making the video, because I've just been busy with my own life, and I was like, oh gosh, look at the time. It's better put on my G-Shock. Look at the time. It's nearly Christmas. So I thought I better do a Christmas special, or just say hello and wish you all a Merry Christmas, basically. But yeah, hey, lucky you. I'd love to be in America. I'm being serious. I'd love to visit America, for a vacay, and also because I'm a shooter. I'd build an AR-15 and honor the Second Amendment, and I'd get all these awesome guns and do cool things. Yeah, it's really cold, -6 degrees C. -6 degrees. Well, you understood the difference, yeah, because they use Fahrenheit. It gets confusing. Yep, cool. Yeah, she's from Philippines. So what happened? You got married or something? So we'll let you guys chat away as well, and I'll keep going just with some talking points. Boise, Idaho. Mark's from Boise, Idaho, close to Washington. Oh, cool. Yeah, all right. Yeah, man. And I'm not dissing Washington. I saw a documentary called Seattle is Dying. You guys have probably seen it too. If you haven't, go watch it. It's very good because it was very constructive, and they talked about like the drug problem, the drug epidemic, and also solutions. Like they were making very clear suggestions to clean things up. So I hope it cleans up, because I was really sad. Seattle, sleepless in Seattle, Boeing, Microsoft. It was famous. I think, is it Dell, Amazon? Seattle and Washington State. They do good things sometimes. Well, they do. They do. They used to be famous for a tech place. But anyway, Microsoft. Okay, what do we got? We got Stretched Cos Armstrong. Oh, hey, I remember you, man. Hey, good to hear from you. I'm just going to call you Stretched, because that's Stretched Armstrong. Oh, maybe, whatever. He's asking if I'm in Melbourne or Sydney. No, I'm near Sydney, bro. But I've got family in Melbourne, though. I even made a video about it. I went down to a wedding in Melbourne and I covered it. Like, I've done a lot of travel that I just haven't vlogged, before I was a vlogger and all this type of stuff. So, yeah. Yep. Ferrian, my pronunciation. Ferrian is saying they use Fahrenheit in USA. Yep. Imperial system. Star Wars, Imperial measurements. Imperial measurements. There's a famous story about that. It was pirates. The measurements for the metric system were made. They're precise weights. 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms, 1 gram. It's a weight system in the olden days, and those physical weights needed to be transported to the central government, so the government could record these weights and go, now we have the measurements, and we can spread that around the country. And pirates hijacked the ship back in the old days, right? Pirates of the Caribbean. So because they jacked the ship, they never got the metric measurements, and that's why America still has imperial measurements: inches, feet, pounds, ounces. That's fine. We all get used to it. But yeah, cool. And we got technology. We can convert it easily. Okay, so she's saying we've been petitioned by our grandma They've been here for almost 30 years. Hey, cool. Well, you're lucky. Hey, come on, Ferian. Like the internet works over there. You got technology and all these things. So, you appreciate it. Work hard. And I'm sure you do very well. I'm sure you do very well over there. Yeah, and I wish you all the best. So I know it takes time to get used to it. You're going to have to get used to the weather, but you get to buy new clothes, sick jackets and stuff like that. Anyway, so Mark Gomez, give notice when traveling to USA. I want to meet. Hey, cool, man. You know what? I was actually going to make a dedicated video, but guys, keep in touch like that. Just because I'm into shooting sports, so I need shooters. I want to meet shooters in America. That's actually a thing, because too many people talk it up and then they never meet. All right, and you can't waste time like that when you're traveling. So yeah, if you're a serious shooter, but also even if you're not, I'm happy to do a meetup and just catch up with people. But yeah, bro, yeah, for sure, absolutely. A few subs have kept in touch with me and asked the same thing, like tell us when and do a meetup. And I think it would be much better, much easier in USA. Just because it could be very hard to navigate in Southeast Asia. One, you have to actually be there, and then two, like sometimes communication's a problem, like language barriers, and then the phone's not working, no signal, and then no internet. Look, things are working in Australia and America, and also Australia too. Let me know, because I was surprised some Australian friends were saying it, and like subs, and I was like, yeah, damn, I should do a meetup or I should do something. But yeah, absolutely, I'll give notice. But yeah, this is a call to action. Any Second Amendment types and shooters, let me know. The Stretch is saying the second shooter was B on the grassy knoll. Don't tell them that, man. They're not supposed to know. No, it wasn't me. It was me mate Dave. It was me mate. Me mate Dave did it. No, just talking trash. Anyway, you know what? I'll finish up some talking points too, because I'm getting carried away with all this other stuff. And we've been going for a while now. So yeah, anyone just joining us, remember, check out my Facebook page. I'm new on Instagram. Check out the B Adventures Insta. And yeah, we'll keep going. Yeah, so then we had this massive earthquake in Mindanao just recently. So God bless them. It was Davao del Sur, the Davao region, which is Davao City. So they were very well prepared, meaning they responded. They're very professional, organized down there. But this is the extreme far south of Philippines. This is really at the bottom. So they're dealing with that. There's a fair bit of damage and some injuries, but at least, I'm being serious, at least it's the current administration. They're much more organized. They treat it seriously. Past administrations have not, and they've let their own people die. So I'm glad it's this administration. They're cleaning it up. They're getting right onto it straight away. Emergency services, everything. Now, I did talk about these other things earlier in the year, so I want to recap and finish up just on things I've mentioned before. Michael McFarlane, hey, Merry Christmas to you too, mate. Good to hear from you. Yeah, Michael's been around before too. Now, I was looking at cameras, and I was talking about the Canon G7X Mk3. Right, they've been teasing us since 2016. We're waiting for this damn camera 3 years. They finally released it this year. And it's got focusing issues. It's got very bad focusing issues. And guys were comparing it to the Mark II, like doing the reviews and doing the split screen. Yeah, it looks bad. It doesn't really look very good. Like the image, it looks like not so nice. And then it's hunting. Meaning it does this. The camera, the lens actually does that, and it happens on other Canon cameras too. It's called an STM, a stepped motor camera. There's a motor inside the lens, goes, and some of you may have seen it on cameras yourself. But I'm just saying it's not bad. I'm just saying it's this motor inside the camera, and then it makes it do that. It makes it bobble, and other brands do that too. So anyway, the point is, look, it's just got very bad focus. So it's a no buy recommendation for now. It does have an external audio jack, so you can plug in a microphone. Gosh, took them 3 years to come up with that one. For 3 years, I've been asking him to put in a goddamn audio jack. And then there's the M6. There's a new M6 Mark II, which is actually quite nice. It's very nice. Both of them are good for photography, by the way. Both are excellent for photography, but for videography, making these videos. Focusing issues, the 4K isn't real, meaning it can shoot 4K, but it can't focus in 4K, so it's a bit naughty, a bit nasty. And then they have a very severe crop. So just say this is 1080. This is actually a 1080 camera. 4K looks like this. It just looks ridiculous. Like it just crops in. It just ruins it. And then there's no focus. It can't focus properly. So yes, it has 4K, but it's shit. It's shit 4K. Like it doesn't work properly. So that's fine because I can live without 4K, but it was just disappointing. It was just really sad. So the M6 is good, but the M6 was a bit quirky, and I might as well get it out. Just because I brought it up earlier, so I just want to own it for the people who care when I talked about it earlier. So this is a Canon camera. This is the SX720. But just to give you an example, the M6 has an audio jack down here, so you can put in a microphone here going out like that, or plug it in here, mucking around, and then it has a flip screen, the whole 180-degree flip screen. The G7X is the same, has a flip screen, and then a audio jack on the side. So you could even tape. You could put a microphone like that, like a pointy microphone like that, and with an L-shaped adapter, and then tape it on the side. So you see, it's just a bit quirky. It's a bit quirky, but look, at least they did it because the audio makes a big difference. What else? Yeah, and the M6 had focusing issues too. I think it had focusing and color issues too. So it was just sad. So I mean, how can I say it? They're good, but they're very expensive for what they are. It's a bit overpriced. So, oh yeah, that was the thing. The M6 is good, but I think right now it's about $1,200 in Australia. Oh, when they released it, look, I got to own it now. I got to check. When they released it in the this year, it was very expensive. Mark 6 Canon M6 Mark II. Let's see what comes up. Oh, Nelly, guys, it's $1,600 in Australia. Okay, it's on sale. It's on sale right now for $1,200. Yeah, some places are selling it $1,600. Get out of here. Oh, without a lens, right? Okay, you got different lenses. Yeah, with a lens, it's with the nice 22mm lens, it's $1,600. Yeah, it's a lot of clams, man. Even at $1,200 just with the kit lens, which is shit. That's another criticism. The kit lens is terrible. So that's why these cameras are getting hammered. Like people are criticizing them so much. I'm not saying that they're just suddenly the worst. It's Jeff's saying go Sony. No, hold on. You got to get the right combo, the camera and click on the right lens. So that's the problem. They haven't been well supported. So that brings you on to the next point. I'm probably going to go the M50, the Canon M50. I don't have one yet. I'm probably going to get one because given all these problems with the new ones, the Canon M50, I thought it was bullshit. All right, just hear me out. There was too many vloggers covering it. There was too many YouTubers showing off, oh, look at my M50. And I just didn't trust it. And even the ones I like and trust. I thought, no, because Canon, they did the right thing. They advertised it. They gave free samples or loaned them to reviewers and any type of celebrity. But the problem is you couldn't trust that because they're paying them. They're getting it for free or they're getting paid, it's pay for play. So now that we've had a good year and a half, the M50's been around for about a year and a half now. We can see real reviews, real users, real tech. So yeah, the M50 is good, but you got to get the right lenses. Okay, you got to get the right EF-M. EF-M is the type. EF mirrorless, M for mirrorless. You click on the right lenses. Oh yeah, man. Even the basic 22mm, it's called the pancake lens because it looks so thin. It looks like a little hockey puck or a pancake. Canon is so stupid. They should have put that on the camera to start with, like together, so people would see what it looks like with a good lens. Imagine that, buying a camera with a good lens. Imagine that, Jesus. So the problem is guys were getting the kit lens because it comes for free, the camera, and the kit lens is shit. So people were getting it going, this is a shit camera. You know what I mean? Like people were getting upset thinking it's a bad camera. It's not the camera, it's the lens. Once you change the lens, it's better. Now, on top of that, there's a company called Sigma. Sigma, S-I-G-M-A. Sigma make very nice lenses, very affordable, nice ones, nice glass. Prime lenses. Prime meaning like primary, doesn't have zoom. The point is, Sigma said, okay, look, let's help Canon out. Canon is struggling here. Canon make all these terrible lenses, like for real. So Sigma, they made these same lenses for Sony. So who was saying that? Jeff. So they made the same. If you know the series, the Sony EF-M or the Sony mirrorless Sigmas, they pretty much made the same ones, but with adapters, meaning natural adapter to Canon. Canon EF-M mirrorless. Yeah, they're beautiful, man. They're beautiful. Very sharp, crispy. Crispy meaning the front is sharp and the back is creamy. This is all blurred out creamy. So I like that saying, crispy and creamy, like dipping your chips crispy and creamy. Anyway, like chips and salsa. So anyway, the point is, finally, 2019, for God's sake, it took what, 10 years? The Canon mirrorless have been around 10 years. So 10 years, finally, someone started making good lenses. So I was right to wait. It wasn't just me being fussy. I was right to wait. It took this long to make a proper lens. So Oh, cool. Asabi. Asabi uses Sigma. Okay. Yeah, well, you know then Asabi because the Sigma lenses are famous on Sony. You click them onto a Sony mirrorless like a what are they called? S7. Oh, I can't remember what they're called. The AV7 AS7. You know they got the worst name, Sony. You know what I mean? The full size mirrorless Sony and also the A series A6400, A6500. So the thing is, those Sonys are excellent for video. They're made for professional or semi-professional video, but a lot of editing. You've got to do a lot of setup, very complicated. But they are good for the professionals. So the professionals who want to set them up, take freaking half an hour to set up, do all the editing, the color grading, you will get a professional result. For guys like me, we want to run and gun. We just want to shoot, get our content and go. Maybe Canon is a bit more user-friendly, a bit faster, a bit simpler. Oh, look, so I've been talking for a bit. I'll go through the comments. But yeah, look, I was happy, look, that just for my own personal journey, because you guys were seeing it, I should have been vlogging it, really, or doing this. I spent all year researching cameras, especially compact mirrorless style with interchangeable lenses. I was looking at the Sony 6400, A6400, excellent. I wasn't happy with the colors, though. Yeah, you would have to do manual color correction and color grading. Excuse me. So Canon are famous for their colors. You see, I'm not joking when I say it. They are famous for their color science. You know, it looks a bit nicer. Even to the point Sony users will actually use the color grading to make it look like a Canon. Anyway, but you know, Canon kept having all these fails, and they call it the cripple hammer. It's like they cripple the product. You know, they always take something away from the product, so you have to buy another one. Like, is this a very sad thing to do? So yeah, the whole internet set on fire, criticizing the crap out of them, and that's why it was just strange. They suddenly brought out these new cameras this year, 2019. They were cameras we've been waiting for years. And then finally Sigma brought out the lenses and thank God. So that's actually what changed it. That's why I want to buy an M50 now, because Sigma brought out the new EF-M Canon lenses. So yeah, and also I did enough research. I figured out which lenses I would like to get and which ones are good. So, you know, hopefully I don't want to get too carried away. Hopefully I can do some videos about that in the future. So I'll just go through the comments. Okay, Mark saying, hello. Jeff Johnson saying you in Phil's. No, I'm in Australia, bro. Frederick. Hey, Frederick. From Sydney, booked a Cebu. I think he's saying Cebu Pacific. Oh, no. Booked a Cebu flight to Boracay. Okay, I think you mean Cebu Pacific. Hey, cool, man. Cool. I haven't been back there for years, and I went before the cleanup, and I wasn't happy, so I wouldn't go back. I'm not dissing it. I know people. I actually know people from Boracay. You know, it's very nice, but it's overrated, bro. It's just a tiny little island. Look at the map. It's just this tiny little island, overrun by tourists. It's a tourist trap. I wouldn't go back. So I'm not dissing you, bro. I want you to go and have a good time. Just be careful, like because it's a tourist trap, scams and things. Just be careful. You know, if you don't want to pay it, don't pay it. If people are trying to overcharge you, try to negotiate. Or if you don't want to pay it, don't pay it. Like, to give you an idea, they were charging like Australian prices or American prices over there. It's like, are you kidding me? So why would I come here? I'll just go to Thailand, or I'll just go to Vietnam, or Coron, or you know, Puerto Princesa, Palawan. You know, there's so many other places you can go. Anyway, so I'm not hating, bro. Good on you. Congratulations. I'm very happy you're taking a trip. Frederick says he's leaving 7th of January 2020. Hey, good on you, man. Okay, cool. That's wise though, because it's off peak. It's actually quite nice because not so crazy, not so hectic, bit less traffic. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. You know what? You're making me think. Now I want to go in January because I've always typically gone in busier times just because that's the only leave time I could get. But I haven't even, look, I'm still working. You know, I haven't even taken a proper vacation. Like I said, I thought Christmas is like 2 weeks away. Christmas is like what, 2 days? One or two. Look, see, I've already lost it. 1 or 2 days. So yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. Ferrianne is saying, Ferrianne, do you know what kind of brand of camera I use to do plane spotting? That's what I'm thinking for my channel. I'm just starting travel documentary and aviation. Ferrianne, I'm being absolutely serious. use the camera that you have. Just get started. Don't overthink it. Use your phone. Use a pocket camera. And guys don't believe me. Like, I'm being for real. I know I've got to do more dedicated videos and explain it more. Just a compact camera like this, you can get them for around $100 or $200. This will get it done. It's not fancy, but it will get it done. And the reason why I say it like that, look, so you turn it on. There's the power button up here. Up here's the power button. Turn it off. Turn it on. Oh, look, see, I just messed it up. There's your photo button. There's your record. That red, you can record. See, you got a screen on the back. See? Cool. It gets it done. All right? It's not fancy, but it gets it done. But then you'll know what you want. I just stuffed up my own camera. It's old. Oh, I think I killed it. Low battery. That's my own fault. Okay. So, yeah, I haven't charged it. I haven't used it since, what, season 2? Yeah, it's all dusty. Oh, it's even got a memory card inside. Damn, man, I've got to check that. It's got a memory card. Maybe I've still got footage on there. No, I doubt it. But anyway, the point is, build up the experience so you know what you want, so you know what you're doing. It's not... trying to find it. It's not a snide. I'm not being a smart aleck. It's not a snide comment. You won't know what you need until you do it. So because you're saying you're doing, what is it? Plane watching. That means you're going to need like super zoom. You're going to need a very powerful zoom lens. So you could use an SX. A Canon SX means super zoom. So what I was showing earlier, I'll show you again later. But again, you might get it and hate it. You might get it and go, nah, it's too complicated or it's too bulky. So just use what you got. Just see, and then you'll know what you need. You'll know what you're actually going to use. So that's why I didn't go the Sonys yet. The Sonys, hands down, are excellent. Oh, look, I'm getting distracted because I'm trying to fix this camera. Yep. The Sonys are excellent for video. And the Canon are excellent for photo. Just to lay it out for you. The Sony are excellent for video, and the Canons are excellent for photo. But you may not necessarily use it that way, is the whole point. You may not necessarily even care. So that's why I went, you know what? For me, that's why I've got all these different Canons. And, you know, sorry, I'm getting distracted. That's why I've got all these different Canons, because this is what I use. This is what works for me. It doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for you. So this is what I meant by the SX super zoom. Look at this erection. Check this out. Right? So that's how much zoom this thing has. It's massive zoom. What is it? 30 times? 40 times. 40 times zoom. Now only 20 times is usable. Otherwise it gets too blurry. Let's see. And then it retracts. Getting dust. But yeah, see, that's like a $200 camera. A $200-$300 camera. If that gets it done, put it on a tripod. Obviously get it stable. Tripod. Oh, airplanes, you know, zooming in. We'll see. I mean, for $200, it gets you started, but then you'll know what to do from there. You'll know what you need. So too many people drop serious coin, drop $1,000, drop $2,000, $3,000. They don't even know what they're doing. Like, they don't want, like, to be honest, they don't want to, they're embarrassed. They don't want to tell people. So you see some jerk off with a massive DSLR, big lens, you know, microphone. They don't even know what they're doing most of the time. I'm going to be straight with you. They're just hitting the record button and shooting, and that's what you're supposed to do. But if they actually knew what they were doing, they probably wouldn't even need that setup. But anyway, I'm not rising. I'm not dissing anyone. Like, as I said, like, good on them for getting out there. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get out there, give it a try, and then that way you learn and you actually do things. So yeah, that would be my best advice. You know, I went on a bit there, but that is a good question. That's a very common one that I get. So, all right, I got distracted, guys. Look at me, I'm playing around with all these toys. Let's keep going. Yep, Asabi's saying he loves his Sigma lenses. If I missed it, your question or whatever, just ask it again, you know, and tell me where you're from, guys. If you're just tuning in, say hello. Tell me where you're from. If you want to give me a tip, there's a tip jar on Super Chat. Okay, let's keep going. I know nothing about cameras. I bought a GoPro 6 and broke it after 2 days. Stretched. I hope you got a refund. I hope you kept your receipt. Bro, I'm not hating, man. I don't like GoPros. I don't like them. They're not reliable. And for what you pay and what you get, they're good for what they are. Action camera. You put on your helmet, you're riding or you're motorbiking. That's what they're for. You know, action. Like, they're good for that type of thing. But otherwise, you might as well just use something else. like I said, even a pocket camera is better than a GoPro, like a Canon or a Sony. Okay, but yeah, they're very specific. Action. You might be going down a slide or a zip line or snorkeling. They're for stuff like that. Okay. Asabi's saying sometimes some Sigma lenses are better than native Sony. Of course, bro. That's why the reviewers are calling them crispy, creamy. Sigma are known for looking so sharp, so like clear, beautiful, like a movie. And then the back becomes very blurred out, creamy, the bokeh or bokeh effect, whatever you like to call it. So that's why they're saying crispy, creamy. Or you can do reverse. You can blur yourself out and then make that look sharp. You can play with different levels of focus, depth of field. But yeah, very, very strong, creamy bokeh or bokeh, however you like to say it. So yeah, man, Sigma are awesome. They're very cinematic, meaning professional style, very cinematic style. Yeah. Because the Sony's ICE lens is twice the price, so it's not just twice the price. The Sigma is a little bit better, I think, or just as good. They're very well made. Is the point? Yeah. But you need to stabilize. You need to put them on tripods or a gimbal. That they don't usually have image stabilization in the lens. So that's another thing. Once you start getting into all these expensive lenses, I could use my hand gestures. Once you get into these expensive lenses, some of them get very big because they also have image stabilization built in, which is the best. But sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. Anyway, let's keep going. Went to Bora in 2015, Jeff saying. Bora. Oh, okay. All right. He went to Boracay in 2015. Yeah, cool. I went in, 2013? I went 2013 on New Year's to 2014, meaning literally for New Year's Eve. That was hectic, bro. That was so noisy. I mean, I made videos about it. You can go watch it. But that was hectic. And there was already trash dumping there at that time, too. You could see piles of trash building up. Anyway, let's keep going. Jay is saying, what are some things you would like to accomplish in 2020? Oh, gosh, Jay. Thanks, man. Put me on the spot. I'd like to expand my business. I have a consulting business. I'd like to expand my consulting business. I've been looking at getting my own home, things like that. Just building up my own life. And if you're talking wish list, I'd love to go to USA and do some awesome shooting and build an AR-15. I'm not kidding. Yeah, so that's on the wish list. That's why I was actually thinking about it. That's why I mentioned it earlier. I know it may sound funny to you, but if these are my goals, I should focus on achieving them. Can't wait forever. So, yeah, there's a couple there if you're happy with that, Jay. Oh, and I should learn how to ride a motorbike, but I don't care. I don't care right now. That's what quad bikes are for. Quad bikes and UTVs. Friends make fun. Oh, that's for lazy people, Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, this year's flown by, Jay. Yep, absolutely, man. That's like I said, I didn't even realize the time. The writer, OMG, Be Adventures Live. Hey, the writer, yeah, man. Tell me where you're from, like what country. Yeah, welcome. We're just talking about all sorts of stuff and just recapping and wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. This is my little Christmas special. End of year special, Christmas special. But if you guys like, I'll keep doing it. I'll keep trying to fit in more just as we go during the holiday season. Let's keep going. Jeff is saying even a compact Panasonic is okay to get started. Yeah, man. Panasonic do make very good cameras now. And Panasonic have figured it out because they realize how popular video is. The GH4 and the GH5, they're bigger cameras, but they have very nice professional video features. Like professionals are using them now, even in Hollywood. So that says something because compared to a Hollywood camera, it's more affordable. It's still a bulky like DSLR type camera. But you put on the right lens, and the lenses are expensive. But yeah, you can make Hollywood-style movies, man. They're awesome. So yeah, and then you can boil it down, obviously, to their smaller cameras. But I'm not dissing them. Yeah, you're right. Yes, any compact camera will get you started. So maybe season 5 is on that memory card, man. Yeah, thanks, the writer. Yeah. I better check it later, man. Seriously, yeah. Anyway, 621 Norby. Hey, Norby, good to hear from you, man. He said he's late. Yeah, it's okay, bro. By the way, so you want the update, Norby? Just doing a Christmas, just saying hello and Merry Christmas. Bit of a Christmas special. just checking in with everyone. I've just been so busy, I forgot, and I'm still here. I still want to keep doing this thing, and just been busy with life. And check me out on Insta. I've now got an Instagram, Be Adventures on Insta. So there you go. That's the update, Norby. And we're just talking about cameras and stuff. So we'll keep going. So yeah, the Canon M6 is a good cam, good photo, good video, but you really need to find those good EF-M lenses. So I would start with the 22mm. So for those of you who do know what it is, if you have a Canon mirrorless, go the 22mm. The pancake lens, it's an f2. Because it's an f2, it's good in low light, or it's at least decent, and the cameras look much, much nicer. That's pretty much the only lens you need, really. The rest are pretty crap. I don't believe in the 11 to 22mm. That's good too, but you need to be in daylight. You need to be in very bright light for that to work. Otherwise, it just can't keep up, because that's an f3 or f4. So the f stop means how light or dark the lens is for anyone who's new. So lower f means it lets more light in. It's better in low light. Or it's better in the dark. The reason why it's important, you can still adjust it up. You can still make it darker, but at least you have that option and the thing works. So, if you have a Canon mirrorless, like an M50, M6, M5, M whatever, M series meaning mirrorless, get that 22mm pancake because it's f2. And there's some other ones too that Canon just released. I think this year, at the start of the year, what is it, 32mm? It's a weird number, 32mm f1.4. I think it's f1.4, 32mm prime. That's another good one. That's too close for me though. That's a crop. 32mm equivalent is like a 56. Is that correct? Anyway, it's like a 56mm. It's like that. So just say the camera's there, it looks like this. Like it just looks ridiculous, but that's a high quality lens. So that's what I mean. Just finding the right lens to click on the damn thing, and it'll work okay. Or Sigma. Get the EF-M Sigma lenses. Yeah, they're good. Just get them. I think it was the 16mm is good. The 16mm, so lower means wider, like this. Lower means wider, and a higher number like 32mm means closer crop, like portrait. That's why I'm saying all these weird numbers. But the Sigma 16mm cinematic, creamy, crispy, and then creamy background. Yeah, crispy, creamy. I like that saying. Oh man, I saw some. Excuse me, I'm just. Excuse me. Yeah, I saw some beautiful demonstrations, cinematic, like professional style movies with the 16mm. So, and this guy Potato Jet, he should use his real name. He's called Gene. He's Japanese American. This guy Potato Jet, he's a professional filmmaker. Shout out to him. Go check out his channel. He used a $50,000 lens. It was like a 40. It was $50,000 worth of equipment. He clicked it onto the Canon M50. It's a $500 camera now. Yes. He clicked on this Hollywood lens, right? It's 50 grand lens, 40 grand. It's a lot of money. And then he made a video just to show that you could do it. So I know it doesn't make sense, but he just wanted to prove that you could just click on a better lens and get a better result. But he's using, the gimbal and microphone, and he's a real filmmaker. Like he works in like Hollywood and stuff. So, but that was funny. That was awesome. Okay, look, so I'm getting carried away. Jeff saying for plane spotting, 1000 times optical if it exists. Yeah, I think there's a Nikon or Nikon. I think there is one. It's some spastic like 100 times zoom. It's something ridiculous, 300 times zoom. Someone mentioned it on a previous video, but yeah. But they look huge. This look ridiculous, but yeah, they exist. Okay, Matt and Mel, hi from New Zealand. Love my Fujifilm gear for photo and video. Nice prime lenses, sharp and good in low light. I'm not sure who's talking. Like to say Matt and Mel. Yep. I was looking in the Fujifilm. They've made such a comeback. They really have in the last 2 years or so. They've really made a huge comeback. Great cameras, great lenses, great for photography. But I'm not convinced with the videography. From what I've seen, they're always professionals, meaning they're really professional filmmakers. They edit their shit out of it. Your average person doesn't know. Like your average person's not going to do that. So I'm not convinced with the video. No. But I will say they have supported their products. They have released a lot of good lenses for photo, absolutely, and maybe some basic video. But I'm not convinced because I've been looking at the XT3, the Fujifilm XT3, and that's like a full frame. That's a big bulky. No, it looked good, but I just wasn't convinced. From what I've seen from practical use, like guys actually doing like vlogging and other things, no, it wasn't that good. But anyway, look, I'm not dissing you, man. I like how you're chiming in because I'd like to hear your experience. You know, that's the whole point, that we can learn from each other. Sexual Buddha, what sexual bud is saying something else? Yeah, behave, man. Behave or you get a timeout, all right? So that's cool. I like to support freedom of speech, but if you act silly, I'll give you a timeout. So I've only done that once too, but timeout means you can't comment for a while. But anyway, Ashi's saying, what's up? Hey, Ashi-san, what's up, man? It's good to hear from you. I think Ashi's in Australia, I think. Jay's saying it sounds like a quality list. PS, don't ride a motorbike. Like, yeah, man, I've got to work on that. Like even a scooter, just slowly practice on a scooter. You know what I mean? I don't need to be a big speed racer, but yeah, I got to learn that skill. But I'm also, I don't know. I just like quads, man. Quads are cool, and UTVs. You know, it's like a little buggy, the dirt buggy. They're fun. Jeff saying the algae in the water at Boracay 2015 was bad. Yeah, man. I remember. You could see it was green. Like you could see the green patches, and it was washing up on the beach. And the locals would often get a rake and rake it just to clean it up a bit, look a bit nicer. But yeah, it was a thing. It was there. But look, the cleanup, they've actually literally cleaned it up. The big Boracay cleanup. So good on them. I mean, people were whinging and dragging their feet. They had to. It got so out of control. They had to. You know, so good on them. Good on for doing that. All right, so I've got to catch up now. You need to build that desktop PC. Norby saying you need to build that desktop PC in 2020. Yeah, bro. Oh, look, that's a good segue. Thanks, Norby. I'm going to own this because I was actually remembering, I was looking at my notes from during the year, so I might as well recap on the things I talked about. The AMD comeback is real. The AMD Ryzen products, it's real. The computer chips, you don't need to be an expert. It's the 3000 series onwards. So right now, this year, they released the AMD 3000 series. Excellent. Excellent. The prices are still a bit hot in Australia. Like the parts and prices are a bit hard to, like, you can get them just a bit more expensive. So yeah, I'm just going to wait for things to cool down a bit. And yeah, that's a goal. I really want to build my own AMD desktop at some point, but not in a rush and not for the current prices. Cause you know, things can be very expensive in Australia, like overpriced. Like it's for the American friends that don't get it. Your iPhone costs whatever, $1,200 or $1,000 in America. They can cost double the price here, you know, just to give you an idea. I don't use Apple. I'm just giving that example that sometimes it can be very overpriced. So anyway, yes, Norby, good point. And that brings you on to another point. So it's been successful. The AMD 3000 series has been selling out since the July launch. It wasn't even that long ago, July 2019. Man, they went gangbusters. They sold out of everything. You know, like, so you want the recommendation too. So anyone who was interested, the 3600 series, the AMD 3600 and 3600X, recommend buy. It's a 6-core. 6-core meaning it's value for money. It's essentially destroyed the Core i5 series. So, you know, the Intel Core i5, Core i7. Core i5 has always been like the affordable, good chip. The AMD 3600 series has essentially destroyed it. There's no point in buying a Intel Core i5. You might as well buy the AMD 3600 because it's 6 cores, meaning 6 brains, 12 threads. Very like fast, good, affordable. Take it. So I was going to build a 3600. And then I really want to maybe a 3700X or 3800X. They're 8-core, 8 brains. Awesome. They're also awesome. But I really wanted the 12-core because that'd be great for video editing. Video and photo editing, you know what I do. But they're just a bit more expensive, about $800 at the moment, 800 Australian. I was checking online. You can even find them 700. It's a bit much. But, you know, so I was letting it cool down. And that's if you can find them. Sometimes you can't find them, so the guys mark them up to 800, 900. So the whole idea was it was meant to be a more affordable chip, which it is. It is. They're still half the price of Intel, so that's the whole point. And Intel's still got a shortage. Intel's still got a manufacturing shortage. They can't get it right, these guys, man. And I like Intel because, you know, I've used Intel computers my whole life. We all did, right? We all did. They still have the majority market share. But oh man, they got manufacturing shortages. They can't get it right. They can't get a goddamn laptop out. They can't get a desktop out. They can't get nothing out, right? It's so bad. They went back to Pentium. It was on the news. They went back to the old Pentium processors. They can't make the latest 10 nanometer chips. They're going back to these old Pentium ones. It's crazy. meaning it shows you how bad the shortage is. I'm not making fun of them. So they're going through a very tough time. AMD is actually real. It's not just another thing. They are actually very good quality chips. So yes, Normie, thank you for bringing that up. And that brings me up to 2020. AMD call them APUs, accelerated processing units, meaning laptop chips. And I still like laptops. I'm just being honest. Yes, a desktop is more powerful. Just go desktop because they're always more powerful. But laptops are more mobile. Mobility, you can pick them up and run around. Like me, travel or whatever. So the point is, AMD are bringing out the 7 nanometer, the size of the chip, 7 nanometer APUs. They call them Renault. I'm going to write it down for you guys. AMD 4000 Renault. That's the code name, just so you know the product. APUs coming 2020. Like I'm talking about in 2 weeks. CES is a big tech show. CES is in January 2020. I think 6. I wrote it down 6 or 8. But let me check. CES is 7th of January. 7th. So guys, like in 2 weeks, AMD are going to be dropping even more chips. For these laptops. APUs coming. 7 nanometer laptops. I'll just type this so you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. So if you don't know what all this means, if you're interested in buying a desktop, if you're interested in buying a laptop, make sure you check the processor. Always check that first. Don't worry about the RAM and all that. Just make sure you got the latest processor in there, even whether it's Intel or AMD, because you typically don't want to muck around with the processor later. And if you're a builder, then you're a builder. You know how to build the damn things. So just make sure you look for the latest AMD chips or the latest Intel. Don't go buying the old ones. So the point is it's made the market more competitive, a bit more affordable. But I'm very keen to see how those AMD APUs perform because a lot of people underestimate them. Putting a 7 nanometer chip, a small chip in a laptop is very beneficial. Less heat, less electricity. 2 AMD call them APUs because they have integrated graphics, meaning they have the graphics card and the processor, the computer chip, and they put it together. That's why they call it an APU. So it has graphics as well. So what, right? Well, in a laptop, that means it has awesome graphics because usually it's not something you focus on in a laptop. So at least it's got nicer graphics, at least better than Intel. And why not? Why not value add? Why not have that extra value? So yeah, I think they're going to do very well. They're going to do very well. I posted that link. I posted that info on my Facebook page. So don't forget to check me out, B Adventures on Facebook and B Adventures on Instagram. All right. So yeah, but you're right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I really do want to build a desktop just for fun. Like I'm not a builder. I just want to see what it's like for fun and have a nice new desktop computer, for a work machine. I'm not big on gaming actually, guys. So that's also why I use laptops. I'm not big on gaming. I focus on my work and productivity, like editing and whatever. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's keep going. Ashi's saying, I use a 1200D with an 18 to 55 millimeter lens. Really? Awesome. Good on you, man. Because 18 to 35 on that camera, that's a very wide angle. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that could do anything. You could, because it's got zoom. You could do just about anything. So if the image is good quality, yeah, you could do just about anything with that. Meaning you could change the focus to be wide or narrow or zoom in and out. Okay, Stretched is saying, do you plan on returning to Philippines and what year was your first series before you... Sorry, two-part question. Do you plan on returning? Yes, I do at some point. And what year was your first series where you before Will Dasovich? My first series was 2013. So I think yes. I think because no, I'm not competing with him, right? I'm neutral about these guys, right? He's a celebrity by nature. Like he's actually been on TV shows. He's actually done modeling. I saw his actual channel, his own personal account, and he's got clips of his modeling. Like he's done professional modeling. He's been on advertisements. Like buy this anal cream or, just like modeling and whatever. So he's sort of like a mainstream media celebrity by nature, and he used social media to boost himself up and get more recognition of work. And good on him. That's what you're supposed to do. So yeah, to answer your question, I think yes, but I wasn't going for that. He went hard because he's actually like a celebrity by nature, so to speak. He's already on TV. He was already getting on TV and whatever. So, that's what he wanted. Good on him. And you got to understand, like, again, he is like a celebrity by nature. So they're entertaining. They show off, they embellish, they entertain. That's their job. I'm not making fun. That's their job. So he may not be like Brad Pitt, but like that. He gets acting gigs, he gets promotional gigs, advertising money, and modeling. That's their job. So Mark's saying yes before Dasso. Yep, thanks guys. Yep. I guess I'm catching up. Sorry guys, I'm still look. I'll hurry up. I'll catch up. I was just blabbing away. So the writer's saying, what brand of vape are you using? I am using Apollo, brother. I'm using Apollo apple flavor. It's just the flavoring. Just apple, guys. It's just flavoring. Water. It's just water. It's nothing crazy. And then this is a Kanga Tech. What is it? Mini Pro Tank 2. But Apollo used to sell them too. I started with Apollo just as a starter kits, and then it's American brand. And then got into Kanga just because they're supporting it with parts, like aftermarket parts. And Kanga do make usually decent. I actually got a bigger box. What do you call it? Box mod or vape box. And it leaked, man. It was a Kanga. It leaked. I actually wanted to do a video about it, but it leaked. So I just sent it back. So that was Vape King in Australia, the hardware. So they were cool. They just said, yeah, man, it's cool. Just send it back and we'll refund you. But it happens, man. Just sometimes they're faulty and it was leaking like crazy. So I was trying to look for the bigger box mod ones. But I'm still looking, yeah. So I just use this because it's just what I have. And I put it in my pocket, like just like a pen. No big deal, So, yeah, so for those of you who don't understand, it's just vaporizer. It's just flavoring, right? Nothing crazy going on. Don't put any stupid illicit things in here. Because there's this whole thing on vape, like trying to ban vape. I think it's because people are putting in bad things. Illicit things like oil, the drugs and stupid shit, so it's becoming like a bad image and bad. People are getting sick or whatever. Anyway, and you don't know, someone could pour in rat poison. Stupid. Of course, you don't put rat poison, but if you put poison in there, of course you're gonna die. You're gonna get sick, right? So anyway, so yeah, it's just a vaporizer. It's no big deal. Just steam. I'll show you. Oh, special effects. That's the smoke machine. People do that in videos now. They use this as a smoke machine. There's a guy going puff, puff, puff. You're trying to make smoke for the video. Ghetto smoke machine. Yeah, guys. So there you go. There's my special effects. So I've got a massive The Adventures smoke machine. Matt's saying, admittedly, I use my Fuji gear for photos than videos. See, Matt and Mel. See, I can't bullshit me. I'm not making fun, but see, you can't bullcrap me. I've been researching this all year. So that's been a big thing this year. I've been researching computers and cameras. Why? Because I'm looking to upgrade and, get on to the next series. See? So I know I've been, maybe I'm too much of a perfectionist, but yeah, I was looking to upgrade. And same with action cameras. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with action cameras. I might go to the DJI. What's it called? DJI Osmo. There's a new action camera. New GoPro DJI Osmo. Because I wasn't happy with GoPro. And even GoPro users aren't happy, meaning the long-time fans. They're not happy with the latest one. The latest one is, it doesn't have the lens cover thing. Like, the old one, you could take off the lens cover and put on a new one in case you break it. The latest one, you can't do that, and there's been some problems with it. So yeah, I was thinking about the DJI Osmo, which not the mini one, not the mini one on the gimbal, the action camera. So yeah, also tech leaps. We keep seeing more and more new technology. It's awesome. So it's just getting better and better. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. But yeah, look, Matt and Mel, hey, look, thanks for being honest. You might want to look, if you like photography, I mean, yeah, Fuji's are excellent. And like I said, their lenses are excellent. I was so surprised. I saw a demonstration. I'm being honest. It was the G7, Panasonic G7. But it had such a nice, like, I thought, no way, a piece of crap, It had such a nice lens in it, a Panasonic lens. Beautiful. It looked beautiful, man. The colors, the clarity, everything. Video demonstration. Yeah, it was a very nice movie. But it just showed that with the right lens, even this small, compact Panasonic can look cinematic, look beautiful. The rider, how's the weather over there? Good question, man. It finally cooled down. Yeah, so what was it today? Let me check. It was 34 degrees max today. So, but much cooler. It was 40 degrees and 45 and 49. Oh my! The goddamn asphalt's melting. The road was melting. I mean, there was a bushfire too, but you know what I mean. The roads were melting. It's crazy. That's what I mean. There was even a travel ban. Like, be careful on the highway. The roads are melting. Like, Jesus. So yeah, it's finally cooled down now. It's much nicer. The smoke is clearing up. You can still see the smoke, but it's not as strong. Like before, you could even smell it in the house. Had to close all the curtains and close everything up. Like zombie apocalypse, right? Seriously, it's like the end of the world. So yeah, it's much better. Thanks for asking. Who was that? Stretch? It was the rider. Thanks, the rider. Yeah, you need a better name. The rider, what, USA, or the rider poet? What do you write? The writer. His name is that's what he calls himself. Give a more descriptive name, or use a more descriptive name. Okay, let's keep going. Matt saying, and super quick focus on all my primes. Really? I don't believe you. No, because I was looking at the Fuji TX3. Oh, okay, you're talking about photography. Yeah, for sure. In the video, it was hunting. It was doing that hunting. Like, it couldn't quite focus. It would go in and out. But when it did focus, oh man, it looked great. Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, to me, it's almost like Fuji are doing what we wanted Canon to do, like better quality and nice colors and more features. Yeah, so it's almost like Fuji's picking up the slack, but it's a real comeback. Yeah, it's the Fuji are doing very well. I was impressed with their photography. Stretch is saying you could be a great salesman. You really know your products. Hey, thanks, bro. I know I sound salesy, but it's because I spent the time. You can tell. I'm not just talking bullshit. It's because I spent 6 months looking at that camera and the lenses and getting all frustrated. And then finally, okay, look, this is the conclusion I came to. It doesn't mean I know everything. It's just I spent time in it. Yeah, and also it's the frustration you guys are going through too. You're like, well, what's the big deal with that computer or that camera, or why bother or not bother? So yeah. So it's not to be too salesy, bro. It's just sharing the love, sharing the information, adding value, so that way you can hopefully learn something. That's the whole idea. And then one day you might not be interested now, but one day later you'll be interested and go, oh damn, wasn't that guy saying something, and what are he saying? So you can give you a reference point to come back and look at it later. Anyway, Ferian is saying thank you so much for the advice. I'll definitely take it. And saying goodbye to the stream because it's 11:30 p.m. Okay, yep. Hey, look, again, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And just be careful, yeah. Don't drink and drive, and just make sure you're okay. And yeah, all the best. So, hopefully see you in the new year or something like that. Yeah. So enjoy your holiday season. What's the next one? Jay's saying, what do you think of Dell XPS 15s? They are excellent. Dell have been dropping the ball, man. They used to always, my first computer was a Dell. Your first computer was a Dell. They've been dropping the ball, but the XPS series has been excellent. Purchased one not long ago. Not an expert on computers. Battery life is useless. Oh, damn. And then you got a bad one. Because the XPS is a product line, and they were meant to be the thin and light, the thin, nice ones. So that's why I just assumed if you got an XPS, it's the nice thin ones. You can always message me on my Facebook too, Joe. I'm happy to have a private chat, but don't worry, I'm not saying you're bad. But yeah, okay, you're calling it out. If it's got a crap battery, don't be afraid to call them. Send it back. Seriously, man. These days the market's so competitive. Call them and send it back, because if you're not happy, maybe you did get a faulty battery. That doesn't sound right. Maybe they can fix it for you or whatever. But yeah, and of course I'm not making fun. Just have you run your Windows updates? Make sure you run your Windows updates. Just if you run all your updates and whatever, then there's not much else you can do. You can also say that, hey, I've run my updates. For whatever reason, the battery's not working right. And of course, restart the computer. Do a proper restart. I know it sounds funny because Windows 10 is more advanced now. It's like a sleep mode. When you shut down Windows 10, it doesn't actually shut down. It goes into a hibernation style mode, so that when you start your computer again, it starts up faster. And it can even save all the information. Like, I could have this open right now, shut it down, and when I turn it back on, the live stream's back on again, and whatever, right? So you actually have to click on the menu and restart it. and that way it'll properly restart and be fresh. Be fresh. Install any software or firmware, any updates. So that would be my base advice to everyone. By the way, yeah, so make sure you run your updates, guys. There have been some massive changes and vulnerabilities this year alone, 2019. We had Spectre, Meltdown, Zombie Load 2. There's another one called, it's not Firewire or something. It's a joke. It's like Thunderbolt. They call it something else. Like, Virus Bolt or something, Overvolt. They got a weird name for it, but the point is, these are all like hacking and vulnerabilities for the new guys. It's been spastic 2019, man. So you got to run your updates, okay? Because the updates will naturally carry the updates for security. The main vulnerability is Intel chips, Intel computer chips. So that's also the other reason I'm keen to upgrade. The AMD computer chips have better security. The AMD Ryzen, they all have better security. So especially the latest ones. So that's also why I'm keen to upgrade. I want that extra security. So guys, it's not to like hate or just make fun of Intel, because we've been using them for so long. They've been making our computers. All of our technology has been Intel based for the last 30 years. So it's not to say bad things about them, but it's the Intel chip. It's vulnerable. They got slack. They got complacent. They slacked off. They're making lots of money. We don't need to upgrade it. Finally, the hackers got in. The hackers got them. That's why they got these weird names, Zombie Load and Spectre and Meltdown. So yeah, it's real. So just make sure you run your updates, and maybe in future get an AMD based computer. But use the latest AMD chips. Yeah, so Jay, I hope that helps. I'm blabbing on, but yeah, I'm happy to keep talking about it too, bro, if you need help. She's saying I have an old Intel i7 on my laptop. Yeah, bro, look, Core i7 is still Core i7. They're awesome. Like I said, just run your updates, and there's things you can do too. Like, I'm not sure if your model, but you can upgrade the RAM. You can upgrade the hard drive to an SSD, high-speed hard drive. I made videos about that. Well worth it. And you don't have to splash out like me. I was just testing the different products. Like, I didn't even have to buy the Samsung Pro SSD. I just bought it to test it, and it's amazing. But I could have got away with the Evo. The Samsung Evo is excellent. I didn't need to spend that much money. I was just testing products and just testing it for myself. But yeah, so you drop in a Samsung SSD, the hard drive, high speed, awesome. Make a big difference. What's it saying? Michael McFarland. They are great in the province where I want a utility ATV. Yeah, man. You might find it more practical just to use a mini cab then. Those mini trucks, the mini cab. You would have seen them around. They use them as tuk-tuks or not tuk-tuk, jeepneys. Those are probably a bit more practical, a mini cab. And they're so popular around Philippines. I think Mazda mini cab. But you know what I mean? It's like a small mini truck, farm truck. But they even convert them. They put seats on the back and everything. Yeah, they're cool. But they are cool. I would actually want one if I was in Philippines. Like if I was living there. I'd give myself a little multi-cab, whatever you call it. Yeah, multi-cab. Multi-cab truck. But oh yeah, man, a UTV, a utility ATV, they're awesome. Like, I did the Tarlac Sandbox video, so you can look it up. Sandbox, I'm driving around in one. But I'd be crazy. I'd have that and then an AR-15 or an M4 or submachine gun. I'd be riding around doing crazy things. I actually would, but anyway, so crazy. So the reason why I say that, they're not the most practical because they can be very expensive to buy. And at that point, you might as well get a normal car, like a truck, like a small truck or small utility. So yeah, it's maybe something to consider. Yeah, and I also know guys like that here in Australia where they have both, and they're like, really, the small utility truck, like normal truck with number plates, is probably a bit better, just because of legal reasons. We can register them and drive them on the road. But in Philippines, yeah, you can get away with anything, brother. So as long as you can get away with it, yeah, yeah. I have seen guys driving them on the road, quad bikes and stuff. So, I'm not sure how legal that is, though. But anyway, let's keep going. Ashley's saying, I want a dirt bike. Yep, cool. Yeah, don't be afraid to look into it. Like, just, research it, Google it, and then, look at channels. There's channels talking about, dirt bikes and getting started. Moto channels, yeah. The writer's saying, Kim Chu or Maya Salvador. I think, just let me quickly check. I think I know who you mean by that. Is it Maya? Maya? I think she used to be in a TV series. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Gosh, that's a good one, man. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Because Maya, sometimes she looks good, and sometimes she just looks totally different. Um, I'd go. Oh gosh, you're killing me. I'd go Kim Chiu because I saw her when she was younger, meaning because she's older now. She was in a comedy called Bride for Rent. So you guys go check it out if you haven't seen it. It was one of the first Tagalog movies I've seen, recent movies. Bride for Rent, where it's like a romantic comedy, and that was a really fun movie. It was funny, It's just you don't take it seriously, and she's good acting. It was really funny, so I liked her in that. I saw Maya in it was another. It was just some Tagalog TV series, and she's like a stripper, and it was just stupid. It was just like I know it's just for fun, but it's just I thought she was trying too hard, and she's very beautiful, of course, but it's just trying too hard, and she kept changing her image too much. So like, not just perception, like the clothes she would wear, and she tried to get into twerking in Philippines. It's not like twerking in America. It's like Filipino version of twerking, which is just like shaking your booty or just popping out your booty. And not to sound ridiculous, it was just a bit silly. So, and everyone started getting into twerking. It was just stupid. So, well, not to say that. I mean, good on them for modernizing and just following the trend. But yeah, I'm glad you asked that, man. I don't like. You got to tell me more about yourself, the writer, because I'm getting the feeling like we've watched the same videos, we watched the same movies. Well, you're talking about the same time period. You're saying many put cannabis in the liquids. Yeah. I don't do that. I don't support that. Okay. Yep. But yep, you guys are getting the idea. Actually saying, can I have your old cameras? No. If you were here, I'd help you out. I'll let you borrow them and use them. But they've got a bit of wear and tear on them too, so maybe they're not that reliable. But you get what I'm saying. You can get them for about $100, $200. You can find it secondhand. Don't be embarrassed. Like as long as it's in working condition, as long as the lens isn't scratched and it's working, yeah, don't be afraid to check it out. As you can see, I'm swapping between looking at different screens and whatever. The writer saying my last name is Desh. Oh, that's you, Deshriver. Yeah. I remember. Yeah. So okay, yep, cool. Oh, well, good to hear from you again. But you should just put Mr. D or something, Mr. D, or just put it on there. Michael's saying vaping is going to process. It's going through the process. Maybe it will be what vaping is going to be processing. Vaping will be illegal here soon. Here in the Philippines. Oh, right. Okay, I see what you're saying, Michael. Oh, all right. So you're already there. Okay. So guys, gosh, we've been going for a while now, huh? So we might finish up soon. But look, any last questions? I'm happy to stick around. Any last questions? So just to recap, for anyone who's just been tuning in or came in late, I'll post the links again. You got the Facebook page. Oh yeah, look. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Yep, I did. So yeah, any last Q&A? Go ahead and say where you're from. Go ahead and check out the new Insta. I'm just posting a link in the comments so you can see the link there. Oh, from Belgium, right? The writer from Belgium. Yeah, I remember you, man. Yeah, cool. Right. You should call yourself the writer Belgium or something, or make it romantic. I don't know. Mr. Deshriver, always the writer. I don't know. Make something up. She's saying it's 9 p.m. in Brisbane. Hey, cool, man. Hey, you've had crazy weather in Brisbane too, huh? I hope it's cooled down up there because Brisbane had the bushfires. Then they had massive storm, just a sudden one-day storm and flooding, and then still a heat wave and bushfires. So I hope things have improved up there, man. Because Queensland was going through severe drought as well. Yeah, cool. Change it to the writer BE, yeah, but the writer Belgium. Yeah, man, cool. Seriously, because that way it's a bit more descriptive, and we know it's you, and nothing bad about it. It's a good name. And Belgium's famous Fabrique Nationale, the national fabricator. Herzl, yeah, FN Herzl or Fabrique Nationale Herzl. My pronunciation, yeah. Oh, Pinoy Daddy, hey man, welcome. Good to hear from you, bro. Just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. Just a little interview special, and keeping in touch with everyone. So yeah, hope you have a Merry Christmas, man. Just be careful in the holiday seasons. Don't drink drive, don't drive crazy, and hope you have a nice New Year's. Have a nice break. Yeah, and yeah, just the news. I'm opened up on Instagram, on Insta now, and yeah, I was just recapping on stuff. So yeah, guys, any final questions? Whatever, go ahead. It's summertime here. It's summertime, so right now it's been the hottest week in Australian history. We had a massive heat wave. There's bushfires. It's crazy. We were even hotter than Africa this week. There's parts of Africa that were hotter. Botswana. Well, we became hotter than Botswana this week. We had this huge heat wave, so it's cooling down now. It's a bit better. Oh wow, Ashi's saying it's 500 degrees up in Brisbane. Yeah, man, I like Brisbane, but I gotta say, they do have a lot of extreme weather. They get cyclones and typhoons and flooding and bushfires, all this stuff. So Michael McFarlane, legal on secondary roadways for ATVs. Cool, man. Thanks for clarifying, because I was wondering about that, because I have seen guys riding around, but not very common. And yeah, I'd love to try that. A UTV or ATV or both. Yeah. Yeah, heat wave, brother. It's extreme. Like it's truly like it's broke the record. It gets hot summertime in Australia. Christmas time, we have a summer Christmas. But Southern Hemisphere, man, it was melting the goddamn road. Seriously, they were even warning some highways were melting the asphalt. It was so hot. So it was 120 degrees Fahrenheit for you, my friend, wherever you are. 120 degrees Fahrenheit or 49 degrees Celsius. Gosh, it was scorching. And people are, getting injured from smoke inhalation and the bushfires and all this. Our climate here, yeah, it's mainly hot and sunny, and then in wintertime it's just cold and windy. I live near the mountains, so we get a little bit of snow and frost in the mountain regions too. It depends where you are. We have 4 seasons. Further south in Australia, we get snow and frost, and further up north we have tropical. Hot, humid, tropical. So our state of Queensland is like Florida. It's like American Florida, Miami and all that, nice beaches and tropical. And then you come further south, it's more cold and cooler and cold. But yeah, typically we have very nice sunny weather. Even in wintertime, it could be winter, but still we have nice sunshine. So anyway, the writer with Kim, it's going to be like 60 degrees. Who was it who was asking about Kim Chiu and was it the writer? Yeah. Yeah, that was a good question, man. I don't know. It was just a fun question. Yeah. Meaning your stuff, huh? You've been watching the soap operas and movies. Let's keep going. I'm just saying death. I think he's dying of the heat. Yeah, turn on a fan, bro. Turn on the fan and close up everything. Close up the shutters if you have them, or close the curtains. You got to block out the sun. That's how bad it's been. I just couldn't do anything in the day, and then when the sun goes down, then I can do even work at nighttime just because it's a bit cooler. Okay. Pinoy Daddy is saying for the past months here in Manila, almost 20 people have died due to a heat wave. Yeah, okay. And the drought. There's been severe drought. Yeah. Gosh, it's been hitting you guys too, huh? It's hitting you guys pretty hard too. Gosh, that's yeah. It's been happening here too, but bushfires this couple of weeks. Cool, man. You're asking good questions. Yeah. How's my love life? Not really happening. Not really happening much, but yeah. I was being honest. Yeah. So no, good questions. So guys, come on, hurry up. Otherwise, we're going to finish up soon. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Just be safe. Yeah, it's a holiday season. Don't drink and drive. Just be careful driving on the roads. Don't rush around crazy. Slow down. And yeah, look, I'm still here, guys. So I'm happy to keep doing them too if you guys are interested. This was impromptu. As I said, I just had some free time. The weather cooled down. I just wanted to quickly say hello. But, it looks like I stuck around for a little bit too. Okay. The writer's saying check out Angeline Florpua. Florpua. Okay, I think I've seen her. Maybe Belgium, Filipino. Oh, okay, I see. Very beautiful. Um, oh, she's from Belgium. I see. So is she like a beauty queen? Oh, you're right. She's competing, and yeah, good, good. Well, hopefully she wins at some point. Yeah, she looks very pretty. Oh, and, yeah, I heard about her because she's a pilot. Something like, yeah. I saw the pictures on social media. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and it's like it's nice. You know, she's skilled, she's smart, cool, everything. Yeah, Stretched. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks, Stretched. Because Armstrong. Thanks, Michael. Michael McFarlane. What is he saying? So good, Southern Lady. Oh, cool, Southern Lady. So what? Tacloban or Southern Lady? Gosh, maybe what? Even further? What? Billy Run, or something? Or that's interesting. Yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. You know, I'm just going through. And thank you, Ash. You sign. Good to hear from you, huh? And just take care and Brizzy. You know, watch the heat. You know, close the curtains, close everything up in the daytime, and maybe I don't know. Someone needs to upgrade their laptop or something. All right, guys. So we'll bring it to end. So come on, last call. Last call. If there's anyone who had questions or just wanted to say hello. All right, cool. All right, great show, guys. Great show. And look, have a nice, happy holiday season. But like I said, I'm happy to do a couple more later if you guys like. I like to try and give you guys more notice, but this was just impromptu. And just so you know, I'm still alive. Still here. Oh, that's private. That's too private. People are asking me very private questions. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Norby wants to go to sleep. Yeah, okay, thanks, Norby, and good to hear from you, bro. And you're right, I need to get a new computer, whatever it is. But I might get a laptop first, check it out, just to check out the new computer chips, AMD, and then do a desktop build later. But yeah, man, cool stuff. Yeah, good night, man. Pinoy Daddy saying, do you know about the solar eclipse on the 26th of December? No, I did not. Thanks for telling me. I'm going to write that down. No, I did not. I heard something about it, but I didn't care. Solar eclipse. Yep, thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling everyone else too. Alrighty. But we could probably use a solar eclipse. We're roasting right now. Block out the sun. Jay saying, have you ever checked out Makati in Metro Manila? Can't remember if you gone there or not in one of your series. Are you serious, Jay? Jay Scordio, I'm calling you out. Jay, you must be smoking some crack, bro. What are you doing? Have you ever checked out Makati in Metro Manila? Bro, you're gonna get a roasting, man. You deserve that. I like you, Jay. You deserve that, all right? Just take it with a grain of salt. Have I ever checked out Makati Manila? I don't know, bro. Have you ever eaten McDonald's? Have you ever put on your shoes? Have you ever worn flip-flops? Yes, I've been there, for Christ's sake. Of course I've been there. This is for you, Jay. No, F you, man. This is for you. I like you, Jay. So that's a good question. Though I'm just joking, man. Relax. I'm just joking. This is for Jay. Makati for Jay. I'm gonna. Where is it, Jay? Yep. This is. There you go, man. This link's just for you, bro. So I documented it just to prove it. I've been there. Saying, got you, Jay. I don't know if you're trolling me, you're stirring me up, or what. No, that's okay. I'm just joking. I thought you were trolling me. I thought you're just joking around or what. The writer's saying, I think you're 33. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. You know, I was in the grocery store and this guy thought I was 25. So, and it was funny. You know, I went out on a date, like nothing happened, just as a friendship, you know, just saw this girl. And it was funny because we're both Asian, so we're both getting carded. You know, they kept checking our IDs, and they're like, she was short, so they thought maybe she's young. And then they checked my ID too. They thought maybe I'm underage. So it was funny. So, you know, good problem to have. Vampire, drink the blood of your enemies. Yeah, I just try to take care of myself. Try to, you know, eat healthy. I try not to eat junk food too much. Like when I'm traveling, I eat whatever, but just in general, try not to eat junk food. Try to stay healthy. You know, I quit smoking, just vaporizing. What else? Yeah, I don't drink Coca-Cola. I try not to drink cola drinks. Well, I mean, I drink coffee and tea. I guess that's the same. But yeah, I try not to drink soft drinks and Coca-Cola. Again, on occasion. Yeah, and keeping regular. No, well, Jay, that's a good video. Jay, I'm very proud of that video. I'm being serious. And it's a very popular one. It's already got what 300,000 views or, yeah. So yeah, but no, that's why I thought you were trolling me. That's why I thought, oh, Jay, come on, man, you're making fun of me or something. But it's okay, relax. It's a joke. But that was a good one, man. Jay got joke of the day. Jay got troll of the day. All right, so there you go, Jay. At least someone gave me a good joke. Thanks for refreshing my memory. Yeah, exactly. It's been a while too. It's been a long time, so people forget. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up then. Look, thank you very much. It was great hearing from all of you. And yeah, like I said, I'll even try and slip in a few more. I've even got content I haven't edited yet. I actually made some videos, some Filipino videos, but I just haven't edited them. Yeah. Okay. Good night, guys. Bye. And, you know, have a Merry Christmas. Yeah. If I don't hear from you, have a good holiday season. Yeah. Just be safe. Just go slow. Don't go rushing around crazy. And look, geez, you know, time's flying. In a few weeks, it's going to be the new year. I'll be making a new video. Happy New Year. But yeah, I haven't got anything exciting going on, guys. I've just been very focused this year, and like I said, consolidating, just getting organized. You know, working on myself. You know, fixing my own life, which is what you guys should do too. You know, don't wait for a New Year's resolution. You know, start fixing it now if you can. Just what you can manage. Don't go crazy. Yeah. Have a scorching night. Yeah, I will have a scorching night. It's freaking hot, but yeah. But it's getting a bit better. You know, it's cooling down now. So, okay. Good night, guys. Thank you.